Alright, YouTube. Looks like our acclimation is almost done. They seem to be doing okay. They were a little more active before I just put the last couple things of water in. I'll just wait another 5 minutes or so. And just go ahead and feel this water. See what it feels like. It's pretty cool. It feels the same as the pond. So, it should be pretty close on the acclimation. They've been out here for maybe 20 or 30 minutes now. Let's see how this guy's doing. This guy seems to be doing okay. The horsetail rush. This thing growing a new leaf there. The arrowhead plant. The iris still growing these 2 new leaves out of here, so I think it's doing pretty good. Oh, what is that? That bug's still alive? No, it was already dead. I don't know what that was. Sorry, I had to make sure it didn't get me, guys. I don't love bugs. Also, it looked like some kind of stinging bug because it's pretty brightly colored. It's got the yellow and black on it, which usually means like orangey black, yellow stuff. Usually means like, hey, don't touch me, I will bite you. So yeah, ponds don't look that great because my friend was mowing and stuff and got some grass in here. But yeah. Sorry. Got a leg itch. I don't know what happened to my leg. I got like some kind of red mark on it. Yeah, you guys can't see that. I can't balance. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, probably just give these guys another few minutes and I'll just release them on camera for you guys. That way you can see it. See how they get on. You see, I didn't feed today. I just, another fasting day. I've been trying to get those fish to not be impacted. But, yeah, it seemed to work. So, all of them seem to be doing okay. And they all still have stuff in their bellies. Like, it's not like they just didn't eat at all. I just didn't feed them. So, there's got to be something in the tank that they're slowly eating. Maybe it's for me just adding green water in so much, because I maybe add green water in like once a week or once every 2 weeks right now, and just depending. So maybe they still have like some fresh water, like some kind of mite or like Daphne or something like that in the tank that's like just growing and reproducing over time, and they eat them. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely good on their stomachs for them to not eat for a day anyway, so I'm just going to not feed everything again today. I fed pretty heavy yesterday, and then tomorrow I will come back with a full force live feeding. It's usually the way to do it. A lot of fish in the wild, they're not going to eat every single day the same size meal every single day anyway. They, one day they might eat like a big worm and be like, wow, I'm super full for the rest of the day. And the next day they might eat nothing. They might eat algae or, some kind of microscopic stuff that doesn't really do too much for them. So you don't really have to feed them, dedicated fish food every single day. Especially big fish. Like, big fish are even more, it's better to fast big fish than it is little fish, because little fish have a smaller body, so they can only hold, like when you have baby fish, you want to feed them all the time, because their bodies are so small they can't hold very many calories. So if they don't eat for long enough, then they run out of energy and they just die because of that, and just run out of stuff to make their body keep working. But as far as like full grown fish, most of my fish are full grown now. Not all the rainbows are full grown, but they're getting there. They all have fat bellies because I feed them quite a bit. So yeah, they should be good for another 1 day fast, and then come back with the frozen food tomorrow. Probably frozen bloodworms. I had some frozen spirulina, like brine shrimp with spirulina in them or whatever, where it's all like the green frozen blocks or whatever, and those work really good for introducing a little bit of fiber if you think fish are impacted or something too. Yeah, I like using those. I wish I still had some more, but my fish store ran out of them, and I don't really have like good dedicated fish stores around here in Illinois. Illinois sucks. So yeah, sorry about the weird video, guys. You can see these guys are all swimming on the surface. They all look like they're swimming normal pretty much. At least relatively so. They're able to move around good. Whereas before, that one was not moving around very good. So I'm just gonna straight up lower this guy in here. And I just kind of like to hold it over like this and just watch for the fish. Try to like hold it. I'll get it a better angle for you guys so you can see. Try to hold it to where they want to fall out with gravity. And just make sure you don't get any stuck. I kind of like to let them like swim out a little bit though. Okay. And they all got out. And they're looking like they're instantly, you can see them right there. They're instantly moving around and stuff. Let's see if I can get some of this stuff off the surface here. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize my friend was gonna mow, and I just started messing with the fish. Yeah, they seem the little ones seem to be doing good already. So acclimation was a pretty good success, I'd say. And that means I am now freed up. I now have a 10-gallon tank inside that only has shrimp and snails in it. Which means that I can buy a new fish, a new type of fish, something new. All my white clouds are now outside. I love the white clouds. I love looking at them in a tank, but they just look really, really good outside. Their color got so much better outside. I bet if I brought the rainbow fish outside, they'd probably look better too, but they don't like the cold temperatures of winter and stuff as much. So I'll probably just leave them indoors. Oh wow, I didn't even notice until I looked from far away. But that one horsetail rush that's been growing for maybe 2 weeks now or something. Look at that. It's taller than the other ones, and these segments are really short, and they're gonna get like that big basically, probably, or at least a couple more of them will get that big. It seems like see how this one, it's kind of only got like 3 little shortened segments on the end. The rest of them are like all long segments, and it should do this on this one too. So I'm thinking that this guy will get like maybe at least another 6 inches tall, I'd say. And it looks really good. It's really sturdy. I'm gonna put these buckets down so I can just touch on it. Yeah, it's really springy. It has adapted to the wind. I'd say, like you see, even if wind pulled it all the way down like this to where it was touching the water or something, it still just springs right back up into place. So, and this one is also looking a lot more sturdy like that. I think they just rooted themselves deeper because of the wind here. There is a lot of wind where they're at. This is just because of where I live. I live by a cornfield, and the wind just comes sweeping through there and just hits these like a little valley of wind right here. So yeah, but everything seems to be adapting pretty good. Ooh, look at these some new leaves off the chameleon plant. And it's still growing new leaves down here, but I like to see the new green leaves come to the surface. Some of those are pretty red, like fall leaves. It looks really, really good. I really like that plant. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. And look at this guy. He actually looks like might be doing a little bit better, maybe. Like it's growing some new growth. I think the thing with these is they don't really like a bunch of agitation, and probably the duckweed is like fucking them over. Sorry for my language. So, I don't know, maybe next year I'll try to just have the duckweed in the other pond and have the water hyacinth in these little ones. I'm not sure. My long-term goal, by the way, I've figured out my long-term goal. For a long time I wanted a fish room, and I'm pretty enamored with the ponds right now. So I think what I'm going to do instead of having a fish room is I'm going to go to having probably like 1 or 2 big show tanks in my house later, like when I get my permanent place. Probably could put like 1 big show tank in there, maybe 2 like 200 or 300 gallon tanks, put some really like good community fish in them probably. And then outside I'll probably maybe do like 6 or so, maybe more, like 300-gallon ponds. They have those same troughs in 300 gallons. So I might get some of those, and then make a greenhouse around them, and then grow herbs in the greenhouse, and then maybe have like an actual indoor pond, an in-ground pond, like dig a hole and have koi or whatever in it, not in the greenhouse. So the greenhouse will be for like stuff that wants to stay warm throughout the winter, so I can breed some different stuff that's not just cold water fish. Put a greenhouse around the ponds, maybe grow herbs in there and grow some other plants in there inside the greenhouse. This will be a good spot for that too. And it'll keep the fish tanks, should keep the ponds warm through the winter a lot better, a lot easier than just having, you know, snow fall on top of them and wind hitting them really hard and stuff. With, you know, it's gonna make them freeze faster. Basically, the greenhouse is going to help, I would think. So yeah, hopefully that works out. That's probably the long-term goal, is an in-ground pond, a large in-ground pond with either koi or like sunfish or some kind of like really, I really like the idea of pumpkin seed sunfish. I don't know if you guys have seen these or not. Vertigo 117, you should go check those out, Cedric. They look really, really good. I'm thinking about doing pumpkin seed sunfish with perch, with those yellow perch, I think it was. And they're both panfish. You can eat them both. And the perch are like a kind of like an ambush, like a predator type fish. So they'll kind of predate on the babies of the sunfish and vice versa. And that should keep the numbers, you know, pretty like balanced in there. I'll just have to see long term how that works. And if I need to introduce something else, I'll just introduce another predator or another fish that's not a predator. Like one thing they recommended is to start your pond with like a bunch of fathead minnows, and then it gives the predator fish and the bluegills something to like eat on to kind of sustain themselves before they start eating. My cat's playing on the stairs. I'll just like let you guys watch my cat play while I talk. Yeah, but that is the idea. I think she caught a lizard over here one day, and now she's like really wants to catch another lizard. I thought at first she just caught the tail, but she's like the first cat I've ever had. She actually caught the full lizard. She got him. He did not get away. And she wants to find another one. She doesn't know where one is going to be at, but she really wants him. So yeah, that's the plan though. Like some indoor greenhouse ponds, an outdoor in-ground pond, and then like a couple show tanks indoors. The show tanks will be for non-breeding, so I'll have to keep stuff in there that's going to eat the babies if I do have breeders, or if I just breed by accident, I'll just have to introduce them out to the ponds and just kind of grow them up. So it'll be like all like just fish I want to look at in the show tanks inside, and then the outside will be like a bunch of shrimp. I'll probably do like shrimp in every single pond. I just like it better, and snails in every single pond. And then I'll just do a bunch of moss if my fish are egg layers. If they're live bear fish, you don't really have to worry about having moss, because they're going to give live birth to the babies. The shrimp are not going to be able to eat baby fish. My cat's weird. But yeah, that's all, guys. That is all. I'm done now. Have a good day.